Major Slack Videos.
Well, yeah, the name is Slack. Thanks for coming back. Let's walk through some more Elden Ring. So, first of all, the video title is How to Get to Moghwyn Palace. I know that some of you came here just for that. Some of you may be walking in traffic. Let me get to the point of that, and then I'll backtrack and talk about what we just did and what we are going to do to finish off the game. Moghwyn Palace is a secret place. There's a number of ways to get to it, but the route that I'm going to take is to simply take the Waygate here. Up here in the consecrated snowfield, you start off in the inner consecrated snowfield site of grace, and you simply go west. And you see this little circular thing on the map, that's a big tree. And if you go just west northwest of that, see this kind of like this V shape right here, there's a Waygate right here. Okay, it's just off the edge of a small cliff. Jump off the little cliff here and go through the Waygate, and that will take you to Moghwyn Palace. Moghwyn Palace, kind of a strange name for the location. Is really just this gigantic blood swamp with a mausoleum at the end, and the Lord of Mogh boss fight. Lord of Mogh, I think it's called. Boss fight at the end. I forget what it's called. Anyways, big badass boss, pays about 400,000 runes, and yep, we're gonna do that. So that's how to get to it. I'm going to show you physically how to get to it in a moment. But first, let me backtrack and talk about what we've been doing and where we are going. We just finished 3 of the major endgame boss fights. Did all those, basically sticking to the agenda of what I've been sticking to throughout this entire walkthrough, which is no getting good. I've been saying that over and over. You don't need to get good, you just need to get slack. The final boss fight, Radagon / Elden Beast. This is where there's a kind of a, I mean, the difficulty spike is astronomical. It's astronomical, and I've experimented with maybe about half a dozen different builds, and have not come up with a reliable strategy to beat them. Like, I could show you me beating them by luck, but that's not going to work. And the luck method involves some getting good. You have to do a lot of dodging, especially Radagon. So yeah, you could take him down with Comet Azure. It's a complete crapshoot though. I've tried it every which way from Sunday. It's a complete crapshoot. You can totally kick Radagon's ass sometimes with Comet Azure. The Elden Beast, forget about it. You can get him a good shot in him at the beginning, and then it's basically got to chase him around. And yeah, I think our no get good run pretty much ends here unless we level up. We need to get more powerful. We can't do the Elden Beast boss fight without getting good with what we have on board, especially these Spirit Ashes. These guys here, I tried every one of these at +9. The one that performed the best, oddly enough, was it these guys? These guys with the crossbows, the Marionette Soldier Ashes. It was like I couldn't believe it how they handled Radagon. But still at +9, none of these guys, like, Radagon is just gonna decimate them. So by the time you get into the Elden Beast boss fight, Elden Beast just finishes them off almost instantly. Then you're pretty much facing the Elden Beast all on your own. So we are underpowered for the Elden Beast boss fight. We need a unique Spirit Ash, something like Lutel at +10, or the Mimic Tear +10, or the Black Knife Tish at +10. So we need the goods to get that happening, and we need to level up a little bit too. I think 156 is a little low for a no get good run against Radagon / Elden Beast. You know, if you get good and you get your dodging down, and yeah, you can easily beat him. But I have promised you a no get good run up to now, and I'm not going to lay a get good final boss fight on you guys. It's just, that just wouldn't be fair. Alright, so we're going to level up, and we're going to get the goods to get a really decent Spirit Ash happening, and a few other things. This all starts off by going to, drumroll please, Moghwyn Palace. That's where we're going, right? So first of all, level up, spend all points into strength henceforth, so you get strength up to 19. And I want to rearrange my spells. Common Azure, or rather Terra Magica. Common Azure. Night Comet. Strike that. I want this in a specific order. Cannon of Haima. This is going to be really useful. Yeah. And then right after that, Night Comet. Rock Sling, of course. And maybe Magic Glint Blade. There he goes. Those 6 spells. Terra Magica, Comet Azure, Cannon of Haima, Night Comet, Rock Sling, and Magic Glint Blade. And I don't want to be going with all this money. Let's swap this guy out for the gold pickled foul foot. And I'll take this guy out. We can't use the health and steeple yet because I didn't respec to give us ourselves enough strength. We need, I believe, 19 strength for health and steeple. Let's just double check that. It requires 19 strength. So I have to go back to the Ore Blade for now, and carrying a Regal Scepter in the right hand. Now we're in heavy load, so let's replace the armor with the Exile armor. That'll work. Let's go farm some money so that I'm not taking all this money into the Moghwyn Palace because it's a rather dangerous location. It's not so much dangerous, everything's manageable, but if you make one mistake, it's like there's a long way between the first site of grace and the next site of grace following it. So, yeah, if you make a mistake and you die, it's a pain in the ass to start over again. So, let's just go in with no money. Whoops, what did I do? Already making mistakes. Okay, quiet on the side here. I gotta focus. Okay, here we go. I have to make 171 runes, 171,000 runes, and 65 change. It'll take a minute or two. I think that'll do her. That'll do her. Okay, so let's go to the inner consecrated snowfield site of grace. Actually, let's go to the round table and spend all my money. Okay, once again, points into strength until it's up to level 19, and I got 3,600 runes left. I know exactly what I can buy that'll drop me right down to 1 rune. We're going to be picking up some smithing stone 7s and 8s. Let's buy 1 8. There we go. So I got 1 rune left. I think I can afford to part with 1 rune. And for those of you who are out of rune arcs, we're going to be getting to a merchant who's going to sell 3 more. in Moghwyn Palace. So help is on the way. All of you Rune Archelaus followers. Alright, so it is late day. Let's wait till midday. Halfway across this snowfield, there's going to be like this giant gigantic skeleton that's going to spawn. So it's going to ignore that. To easily find the waygate to Moghwyn Palace, if you see like these two bumps here on the west edge of the map, it's the lower bump. Like I said, it's this circle right here. That's a big tree, and there's this kind of like this cliff right here, and you see this V shape here. If you just put like a marker right at where the V is pointing, kind of be an arrow, that's approximately where it is. We are going to get invaded when we get near, so be ready for that. Had Night Comet ready to go up. Watch it now. Something I forgot to do. Set the flasks. We want lots of FP. I would say go with... I'm going to go with 12 and 2. You could probably get away with 10 and 4. I'll compromise. There we go. 3 and 11. That's not really a consideration right now, but it's just getting ready before I forget. Okay. Where's that leftover money? That must be for my boss fight I did where I hate having that. Sorry. I'll look for it off camera. I just thought I could find it now and just it's probably like one rune or something like that. Setting up for a boss fight, decided to bail out. Right about here, you're gonna get invaded. Right about... I wonder if you can get around it. No, you can't. Okay. Okay, Night Comet out of the way. He will heal, but just keep at him with the Night Comet. Keep backing away. Sanguine Noble. Here he is. Oh, what? No. Shit. Fucking lock on. Pardon my French, but I just can't stand that. The lock, I locked onto, what did I lock onto over here? What is it? Who are you? A freaking dragonfly, come on, that just screwed up the entire fight. I almost died on account of that. Die! Too bad they're not susceptible to gravitas. Got them both. There. Smithing stone, eh? Yeah, the lock-on just drives me crazy in this game. It's decision-making process. There seems to be no rhyme or reason to it. I've just talked about this before. Sometimes it prioritizes the enemy that's directly in front of you. Sometimes it prioritizes... I don't know what the priority is. It just seems haywire. Sometimes there's an enemy like directly in front of you. You're facing him, and it decides to lock on to somebody way in the distance. Like, I just can't fathom how it freaking makes up its mind sometimes what to lock onto. Okay, rant over. Okay, we're gonna leave that bad boy alone, and our away gate is just down here. I didn't need to do that, I was just determined because those things really bug me. Okay, and here's the way gate. Travel to another location, yes indeedy. All that for a lousy 5,000 runes, I can't believe it. But what do you get into Moghwyn Palace? In fact, the site of grace that we're going to, it's like a really good rune farming location. It's just fantastic. Here you go, Moghwyn Palace, the land of the Blood Lake. All the stuff we want is in there. Okay, and the first site of grace is over this way. Drop on down here. Down here, and there she be. Right here. This is an easy 50,000 runes. Like, it's nuts. All these guys here, just sitting ducks. You take a gold pickle foul foot, you just wipe them all out, just for demonstrational purposes. Oops, wrong one. One charged comet should do them in. Okay, something's wrong here. Oh, yeah, I knew there's something wrong. Okay, let's put on the Graven School Talisman. Okay, so with those talismans... And I could put the Staff of Loss in the left hand. to get a little extra. There we go. There we go. You gotta watch out when they do that roly-poly shit. There you go, 53,000 runes. How easy was that? Rinse, repeat to your heart's desire. Easy money. 3,000 runes each. Almost 60,000 runes. What's this bad boy? You know what? I think I'm going to do that a couple more times and level up again. So do that off camera. It's pretty routine. And besides, it's a long way to the next site of grace, so this is a good time to call it. Some of the stuff that we want, we can see from here. I believe that's a Ghost Glovewort 8 or 9. There's more. There's like at least one Ghost Glovewort 8, one Ghost Glovewort 9. There's the Halig Drake Talisman +2. That's going to be very useful for the final boss fight. We desperately need that. All we have is the Halig Drake Talisman, the +0 version. The +2 one is going to give us, I think it's 20% holy damage negation. That's going to be really useful. This one's only 13. So yeah, a lot of good stuff in here. That's going to be useful for the Radagon / Elden Beast boss fight. So that's what's coming up next, Moghwyn Palace. So I'm gonna prime these guys a couple more times. Should take a few minutes. Like I said, I'll do that off camera and they'll level up. See you back here next time for some more Elden Ring. Thanks a lot for watching. And if you thought this was remotely entertaining and or informative, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, post a comment, and I'll see you next time. Hey guys, real walkthroughs like these are an endangered species here on YouTube. For a complete lowdown on the YouTube video game walkthrough scene, check out my Patreon page and please consider making a donation to yours truly, Major Slack, to help keep real walkthroughs alive on YouTube. You can donate as little as $1. That's $1, that's all. That's all it takes, alright? Thanks a lot, really appreciate it.